Hey everybody, it's Michael here from Replica Airguns, and I've got an interesting video. It is not an airgun video, it's not a blank gun video. This is, I guess you'd call it a slingshot video. But what we have here is something different. It's not your traditional slingshot either. This is a product called the Pocket Shot. And before I get into this off-the-sleeve style review, I did want to thank the guys over at Pocket Shot for providing me with this product. They did send it out to me a couple of weeks ago, but I've been kind of busy with the SHOT Show videos and getting kind of back up to speed since the show. So now I want to get into it and talk a little bit about this Pocket Shot, and of course do a bit of a shooting review too, but this is the tabletop portion, just going over the product. Now they sent me a bunch of items. They didn't send me the ammunition. I picked this up because I wanted to try out some steel, typical slingshot ammunition, but they did send me the Pocket Shot. We'll get into it in a bit. This is your Pocket Shot. This is what comes, if you just buy the Pocket Shot by itself, and we'll get into it in a second. So it does look a lot different than your standard slingshot. They sent me some practice ammunition that I can use safely indoors, I'm sure with the right backstops and things like that. And they also sent me the pocket hammer. So this is like a traditional slingshot type thing, the wrist-based one where you'd put it inside this ring, and I'll do that in a second. I'll show you how it works, but this gives you more of a brace, allows you to not have to worry about your wrist strength as much. Probably a little easier to shoot that way. Okay, so let's just quickly show a couple things here. We got this little pamphlet. This just shows you how to put the little sleeves inside or on this little ring and attach it all, right? And how to kind of use it, how to hold it, where the ammunition goes. You'll notice that you can actually store your ammunition in it when you're not using it. Pretty cool. There's a lot of pros and cons to it. You should really go to their website too and check it out. By the way, they did send me some extra, I don't know really what you call this, but these are the rubber sling portion. It's not really a sling, but they're kind of your pouches that you pull back, right? Different design for sure. Again, check out their video. I'll put a link in the description to their website. Are we going to be carrying this? Maybe. You never know. I mean, this is a pretty cool product. Now, to give you an example of the power you can expect from a slingshot, because you can hunt with slingshots, and slingshots typically will get up into the couple hundred feet per second range. These power shots can get up into the 350 feet per second range, so they're more powerful than a standard slingshot. And that really equivalates to a lot more energy than, for instance, a BB gun. A BB gun with a 5.1 grain BB is going to get around maybe 3 foot-pounds of energy if it's traveling around 500 feet per second. With one of these 3/8 steel hunting shot balls here, the steel ball, you're going to get closer to about 15 foot-pounds of energy, because you're talking a 54 grain ammunition here. These steel ball are about 54 grains, so quite a bit heavier than a standard BB. Traveling at about 350 feet per second, you're going to get close to 15 foot-pounds of energy, which is close to 20 joules. So pretty decent power, a lot more stopping power, a lot better for hunting, of course, if you have the accuracy to go with it. All right, let's take a quick look at how this whole system works. So you notice you got this little cap. That's so you can store ammunition in it. So literally, you could put this guy in your pocket, right? You could let the air out, put some ammunition in there, and put it in your pocket. That's why it's called the Pocket Shot, right? Probably how they came up with the name. Now, with this off, this part just screws right into there, so you can unscrew it, right? See, this part here comes off, and it basically just holds the rubber pouch portion onto this ring here, okay? So you got to do it up pretty tight, otherwise it'll come off on you. And you just hold it like that and pull it, right? Obviously, the harder you pull it back, the more power you're going to get. And what's cool about these guys is you can just drop your ammunition right in it and go. With a slingshot, you have to kind of place it in the pouch, sort of grip the pouch a certain way so the ammunition doesn't fall out of the pouch. There's no falling out of the pouch here. Drop it in, it goes right where it needs to go, and you're ready to shoot. So follow-up shooting with the Pocket Shot is a lot better than a standard slingshot. And again, compactability, portability is a lot better as well, right? So let's show you how it's going to go into, actually, you know what? Yeah, let's do it. Well, we're going to take this part off, okay? And we're going to put this same part right into this brace or the pocket hammer. So this comes off, right? And then this just screws. Now if I wanted to, I could change out this rubber pouch and put a different pouch on. And by the way, these pouches here, pull them out real quick. come in different colors. Okay, the black one, from what I can tell, is the firmest, so it's going to have the most power, I would assume. You obviously have to have the strength to go with it. The blue pouch is a little bit less, you know, it's not quite as strong, so it's going to require a little bit less pull, but you probably pull it back a little further, so you might even get the same amount of power. Now, this sort of pink or orangey salmon color is the easiest to draw back, so it's the lightest in material, okay? So you can change it up if you want to. Now all I'm going to do is screw this in, okay? And I'm ready to go with the pocket hammer setup. Okay, and again, if you want to, you can put your cap on there, right? And you can put your ammunition in there for storage. All right, and this is ready to go. Okay, really cool. Again, check out their website. Really neat product. Definitely, I'd say kicks butt on a traditional slingshot. I'm not a slingshot user. I did own one, but I did find that the rubber bands on the slingshot tend to like deteriorate pretty quickly, and then you got to buy new ones. I don't know how well the rubber holds up on these guys. Hopefully better, but I'm sure you can replace it pretty easy. Well, really easy. You just put a new one on, get a few extra ones, and you're ready to go. So I'm gonna test this out for you guys shortly. Hopefully get them in the store potentially. I do like the product. You'll also notice on the pocket hammer you've got this little Picatinny rail, which is really cool. I mean, this is really well made. Okay, like it's really well made. I'm not sure what this does. What does this do here? Oh, this allows you to take this right out. So I can take this piece right out of here if I want to make it more portable. I can pop this guy out from the wrist hammer part and take this with me, make it a little bit more portable. But you'll notice the Picatinny rail, you could do a lot of stuff with it. I'm sure maybe a laser sight, I don't know, or for sure a flashlight if you're going to be using this at nighttime. But definitely a very cool product. I would not want to get hit by anything coming out of this. And by the way, you can use arrows with this as well. There's another portion you can buy that's got like a hair, kind of like it's like a stiff brush hair with a little opening in the middle, and you can actually put arrows into here and shoot arrows. So very versatile product. Again, thanks to the Pocket Shot team for sending this out for me to review. And again, hopefully I can get it in the store at some point too, so that you guys can buy it from us. All right, so look forward to the shooting review. I don't know how that's going to play out because I've never shot a slingshot, especially in the sea can here. We might have to move that outside, but it won't be as important how cold or warm it is because it is a slingshot, and hopefully it's not super cold so they don't freeze to death. But I could do that review for you maybe outside and shoot some pop cans and things like that. If you've got metal flying around, I don't think I want to do that inside, you know, and have it bouncing off of the sea can walls. Anyways, look forward for that review coming up shortly. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Check us out on Facebook and Twitter. Username is Replica Airguns. Also check out our Canada and US Replica Airgun stores over at replicaairguns.ca and replicaairguns.us, where we sell air guns, BB guns, pellet guns, airsoft guns, blank guns, and a bunch of other accessories, perhaps even these guys. Alright, thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.